Did it, I think. God, I think I did it. Oh, I think I got it. Hi, everybody. I have my camera on. I probably look like a mess now because I just spent an hour trying to get my multi output nonsense to work again. Because I used to have it working, but then I got a new computer, and new computer said, no, no thanks. Not gonna let you work. Alright, let me get the. Oh god, how do I even grab the chat box? Copy link. Okay, I'm posting on Discord. Is that gonna work? Oh, I shouldn't let this. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't let this run on stream. Sending it to some friends. Hold on. Kim! Oh! I did it! Oh! I got it to work. Ah, Jill! Oh! I'm live, I'm running. There should be... Okay, audio's good. There should be lo-fi, chiptune, show tunes, and then me. It's happening. It's happening. Oh my god, it took me so long to get my stupid audio set up. It took me so long. Jill, I hope you get that worked out. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm gonna start. I titled this stream or I tagged it AMA, so I hope that y'all are ready to AMA about Phantom of the Opera. AMA about the hit musical Phantom of the Opera. Put a little mask there. Whoop. And the rose? Yeah. I can draw a rose. I'm a professional artist. I can draw a rose. That's definitely a rose. Everything's fine. Oh, I didn't finish sending. Sorry, I have to send the stream to some friends. I have to say this 8-bit musical theater covers compilation is bringing back like vivid memories of my Rent phase because it has these Rent songs in it. Who else on stream had a Rent phase? I feel like most teens went through that phase, but it could have also just been me, and I'm just like, that's just my experience, and my experience is in fact not universal. Don't forget to hydrate, everybody. I have this very cute cup. It tells me to dance. I had a Rent phase. I had 2 Rent phases, technically. My first Rent phase was when my friend lent me specifically the first half of the first Oh, Kim. That's fair. The thing is that Rent isn't good. The thing is that Rent isn't good, but I sure did have a Rent phase before I had taste. Oh man, yeah, that's the vibe. The vibe is that it's not good. Some of it does slap. Like, some of the music does in fact slap. But I definitely, as a kid, as like an 11 and 12-year-old, I was like, this is so cool. This is what adults are. This is what being an adult is like. Like, it's so cool. And then I also had that at like 15, where I was like, oh, it's so like real and edgy, and like they all went through so much stuff. And now I'm like, no, this is weird because it's like dealing with all of this stuff, but it's through like the visual lens of just a sad white film boy, and I don't, and like it's not really, it's like not the vibe. It's not the vibe anymore. But we're not talking about Rent. What we're talking about is Phantom of the Opera. Who has questions for me about Phantom of the Opera? For now, I'm just going to start drawing the cast from memory. You know what? I'm gonna put down a nice straight line. That's too high up, but it's fine. We'll just bring it down. Turn this off. We got a whoops. There we go. Jill, I do really like that you came out to Eric as bi when you were watching Rent together. That's extremely good. Idina Menzel did that for you. Rent cast from memory. Let's go. Starting with the Phantom himself. I decided to try having like my camera on. Hello, everybody. But it's just gonna be a lot of me looking over here. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna read this as well. Kim is the one. Oh, Kimmy's in chat's the one that gave me this idea. So the post you made in Discord that brought us all here said, if anyone wants a detailed summary of the plot of the hit musical Phantom of the Opera, or an absolutely unhinged breakdown of how the sequel is Andrew Lloyd Webber's weird self, insert power fantasy, I'm your woman. And both of those things are things I'm interested in hearing. Thank you, Kim. I wonder if I can get the chat widget to like not go away. I'm sure there's a way, but I'm live, so I suppose I won't. So I am going to, let's see. I am going to do like a little phantom drawing. Let's see. I'm going to try and do these like almost not erasing or changing anything. I say that and then immediately begin erasing, but I'm just trying to get the vibe, you know? So we've got the Phantom. Now, in the original source material, his name is Eric with a K. But Eric with a K doesn't make an appearance name-wise in the musical. He is just the Phantom. Yeah, that's viewers. I'm trying out a couple of things. I thought viewer count would be nice for me to see, but then I realize now that I'm looking at like Streamlabs that it has a private viewer count for me as well as like a chat window. But yeah, it's nice to know that there are 4 people here currently. Everybody knows there are 4 people here who want to listen to me talk about Phantom of the Opera. And you know what? I think that's beautiful. Oh, Thank you, Jill. That makes me feel good. I'm always a little bit like, I'm a little bit face shy sometimes, so it's nice to hear. I almost went and used Photoshop. I just did it! I used a Photoshop command. I'm on my iPad. The Cintiq is going to totally mess up my ability to remember anything. Sorry, I want to put his feet here. Yes. This little phantom. He always is wearing a cape. He does look extremely cozy. If I were the Phantom of the Opera, I would want a really cozy and fashionable cape. So then we have Christine. And as I'm drawing Christine, I suppose I can start to explain the plot. So basically, we've got Christine. She's a little nervous. I always see her in my head with curly hair. And like an empire. Well, she's too tall. Hold on, she's too tall. Small. Small, poofy sleeves. Empire waist? Empire waist. In this house we say empire waist. Nervous. So Christine is, I would argue Christine is the like main protagonist of our story. She is like a young ingenue in the opera in France. Want to say Paris, France is where the opera takes place, is where like this all takes place. I'm pretty sure. So she's like cute and a little bit nervous. Arms, you know. Got a cute. Give her a little bow. Nice little tie on around her waist. Necklace, maybe. Nah. She is just vibing. Mostly. She's just vibing, you know, she's trying to, like, make a name for herself in the opera. She's part of the chorus right now. But then we have my guy, the Phantom. Phantom lives in the top of the opera house. I will make... Here's the opera house. I'm sorry, he doesn't live in the top of the opera house. What kind of a fake fan am I? He lives under the opera house. So here's the stage. We got the stage. Got everybody up here on the stage. Underneath, in the dungeon, is where he hangs. He vibes down here. He's got an organ. So the way that he got there is explained later, but I will go in chronological order. He was... Is this a thing? I can't remember at this moment in time if this was explicitly explained in the stage musical or if this was something that they appended onto the musical when they made the film version with what's his name? Hugh Jackman. But at least in the Hugh Jackman version, he was like, they have this whole scene where he's like under a bag and he's so sad. And he's a child. He was in like a freak show essentially, which is not a word that I like to use, but I don't know how else to describe it. But it was like a human zoo thing because he was so ugly. And everybody said, "Oh my God, that's an ugly child," and it was really sad. And then, somebody else, another character, Madame, I want to say it's Madame Eerie. She's like, I always picture her in my head like, Maggie Smith. And she's the ballet instructor. And she's got like a high collar thing going on. She also has sort of an empire waist, but it's a little bit more like very, excuse me, very stern. So she went to she was at this circus, this human zoo, whatever you wish to call it. Apologies if I use any like language that's not kosher. This is genuinely something that I don't have a lot. Hi, dog. I don't have like a lot of knowledge of, so if I like say anything that I shouldn't say, you guys just let me know in the chat, alright? And I'm happy to append it. But so she saw him there and she had her little daughter with her, I believe. She got big eyes because she's nervous. Her daughter's name is Meg. She'll come up again later. She saw him, and he's sad, right? And she's like, this is fucked up. So she takes him. Takes the child. Adopts the child? Steals the child? Buys the child? Who knows? I'm not actually sure. But somehow she has the child. This is her? That's her daughter. Acquires child. There's the child. And they abscond to the opera house. I love these drawings I'm doing. They abscond to the opera house. And put him in the basement? I don't know why they put him in the basement. I don't know. You know what? I don't know what is... I don't know where in the musical they're like, this is why we decided to keep him in the basement. I don't know. But they certainly do keep him in the basement. I think my dad... Hi, Dad. Do you want to be on the stream? My dad just walked into the dining room where my mother is working, and I just heard him whisper very loudly, "What is she doing?" So he do be in the basement. I'm gonna move these guys over. He do be in the basement. I'm gonna move these two as well. Chat says hi, guys. I guess he's in the basement, and mom says he's in the basement because he's disfigured like Quasimodo, which is fair. Like, I mean, it's not fair, but it's probably why they put him there. But I don't know why Madame Eerie went. Eerie? Madame. I'm gonna double check that I have her name right. Curie. Nope, that's Marie Curie. Wait. Phantom of the Opera, Madame Giry. Madame Giry. That's that vibe. So, Madame Giry and her daughter Meg. So Phantom grows up in the basement. He's down here. At some point they get him an organ. I guess Madame Giry's like, this boy needs something to do. And meanwhile, life ticks on. There's stuff happening up here. And Christine is childhood friends with Meg. When she was little Christine. Ainsley has a very good edition of Madame Giry walking into the basement. Are you winning, son? Is he? No, really not. He's not winning. Here's little Meg. He's really not winning. But you know who is winning? Meg. She's not. She actually has a really bad time in the musical for the most part. Jackie! Jackie, we haven't gotten too far. Lil Meg. Lil Christine, excuse me. I'm very excited, Ainsley. Good luck in Trolls Land. Everybody, I'm gonna brag about my friend Ainsley, who works on a real TV show. Unlike me, a small monkey putting on my own show here. My friend Ainsley is very cool. My friend Jackie is also very cool. Jackie is working on the Lackadaisy animated short film right now. My friends are so much cooler than me. Thank you, Jackie. I am cool, but I am also small monkey. Friends. My friends are cool, and so are Meg and Christine. Jackie. What you have missed so far. This is the Phantom. Madame Giry found the Phantom as a child in a human zoo. Bad, because he's disfigured. This is a bag over his head. And it's the I want to say 1800s, 1910s. Um, really fucked up. So she says that's bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the child and I'm gonna put him in the basement. So she puts him in the basement of this opera house where she works as the ballet instructor. That's how far we've gotten so far. What we were just getting to is that Meg was friends. Meg is Madame Giry's daughter. She was friends with Christine growing up as kids. Christine always wanted to be a singer in the opera, I believe. Wanted to sing. She loved her dad very much, and he seemed like a cool guy. I'm just gonna draw a dad up here. He seemed chill from what I know. Scout is cool. Jackie says I have to say Scout is cool. I'm sorry. I'm pretty cool. But my friends are cooler. But I'm pretty cool. Thank you, Jill. I'm pretty cool. I am equally as cool as my friends. Jackie, please. Here's Christine's dad. Thank you, Ainsley. Thank you, Jackie. This is Dad. Dad seems like a pretty chill guy. Unfortunately, Dad dies. Sad. Dad's in heaven. Christine, sad about it. Understandable. Or is he? That's where things get really weird, Jill. We haven't even gotten into it. So, smash cut from small Christine, whose dad is dead, to adult Christine, who's in the opera. She's just vibing, having a fine time in the chorus. I can remember words. She's just vibing in the chorus. She's hoping one day, she's an ingenue, she's hoping one day to be able to move up in the world of the opera. But what we have is this man. This man's is obsessed with Christine. He wants to write music about her, wants to write music for her, wants to see her succeed, but also wants to see her succeed in a way that's very unhealthy. The Phantom, not a great guy. Sad man, very sad man, but does not deal with it constructively. He's obsessed with Christine. He's obsessed with Christine to such an extent that he wishes to train her in music. Toxic Stan is a very good way to think. Yes. He lives under the opera house and wants Christine to be famous. And wants to write music for Christine and all this stuff. So what he does is he comes into a spooky one-sided mirror, or a double-sided mirror, but you can only see through the one side. So Christine, POV, you are Christine in your dressing room, in your dressing room. Just simply vibing. And then a man a man appears in your mirror and says, "I'm the ghost of your dad. Come to teach you music." And Christine, bless her heart, is like, okay, sure, yeah, that's legit. I don't know if he can see her inside the mirror or not. I could, it's also like, there's this whole thing. So this is like in the stage play, is that he's in the mirror, he's like vibing in the mirror. She's in her dressing room, and he's like, "I have opened the mirror. Come with me. We're going to my dungeon." He's like, "Come on." And she's like, "Guess I'll die." Except instead of guess I'll die, it's guess I'll go. So she goes with him into the dungeon, and he's teaching her music, I guess. He's like, so he's, and everybody like in the opera, like Madame Giry. Yeah, the pretending to be her dad thing is also very it's implied in like very specific ways, because he comes in and he's singing like, "I am your angel of music." But at some point in there, we learned at an earlier point that her father called himself like her angel of music, and that he would be watching over her as an angel of music. And so the Phantom of the Opera's like, free real estate. And so that happens. She's down in the basement. He's got like, it's like mad, it's bad vibes down there. It's bad vibes down there. There's a scene where she wakes up. She's like gone down into she's fucking sailed with him on his gondola down the goddamn river of Styx underneath the Wii U. He's under here, and he's like, da, 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 da. He's singing. We don't know how he got a gondola. It's just down there. Maybe Madame Giry gave him the gondola. Hi, River. Don't you have a gondola in your basement? This is fucking... I have not seen the Sweeney Todd movie. Hi, Flippy, also. I have not seen the Sweeney Todd movie. I've never seen Sweeney Todd. If I ever did watch Sweeney Todd, I would do one of these for it, probably. I'm thinking I'm going to do a series of these with different musicals that I love, or that are just deeply ingrained in me. So we've got, and then Christine Totally have a gondola in the basement. Christine's vibing. He's like, I'm in the gondola. She's like, damn, bitch, I guess I'm in the gondola too. And they go down the gondola. Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with these little designs that I whipped up. She's vibing. He's vibing. But he's also... the Phantom... I'm gonna say the Phantom is not Jellicle. Also, hi Zeno. Wow, so many people are here to hear me talk about Phantom of the Opera. Oh, I'm happy to be cozy, Flippy. Well, he didn't, Jackie, he didn't technically say I think you're hot. He just said come with me into my basement and I think your voice is really nice. Christine, I think it's important at this point to, it is implied, you're right, you're right. It's important at this point, I think, to address what has been on our minds. Chat is very funny. I have to not watch it too much because I need to get through. Christine's okay, there's, I don't know the like progression of this. But she's I don't know if bimbo is the word that we use anymore because we have himbo and then people started saying shimbo, so I think shimbo might be the word now, but whatever it is she's that. She said my head empty head. Bimbo is the word, but I feel like it's also evolving to where like we're backing over because himbo was a modified version of bimbo, but then the herbo, yeah, there's so many different ones. So she's all of those things. She has no thoughts. No thoughts, head empty. She says, sure, I'll ride the gondola. Riding the gondola with him, and he takes her to just the worst place. Yeah, bimbo is fine, I believe. The worst place in the world. So, first of all, we got a weird bed. Ain't nothing bad ever happened in this gondola. Weird bed, lots of pillows if I'm remembering right. There's implications also. Is there a pretty horse? I'm trying to remember a horse. I don't remember there being a horse in the basement. Mojami in the chat is bringing something to my attention that I've apparently blocked out. Oh my god, that must be in the movie version. I don't think that was in the stage play. I think I would remember them having a horse. It's been a while since I've seen... That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. Wow. That's so funny. I have no recollection of there being a horse, but he's just got a horse in the basement? Wow. This the basement is now since this takes place in Paris, France, I suppose we could give them the benefit of the doubt that this basement is actually attached to like the Parisian catacombs. And so he's just like living down there in the catacombs, and they're attached to the basement of this opera house. Have you noticed? Thank you for the horse link. I'm gonna go look at this horse. No, I don't want unlimited Pinterest. Please just let me look at the image. Whoop. I closed it. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, I can't look. Oh, there we go, there we go. Why? Why did they do this? No wonder I blocked it out. It's so stupid. What? He just had a horse down there? Why? Why did he just have a horse? Okay. So he's got this fucking bachelor pad down here. Christine, there's a, so what I was getting to, wow. I got so distracted by the horse. What I was getting to is there's also an implication that the Phantom maybe has magic powers. He's maybe got magic, I think. There's an implication that either through like this magic that he has, or just through his sultry singing and some sort of parlor trick that he can do, he's hypnotizing Christine into coming down into the basement with him. Which is like a whole other bad element. Yeah, he's really problematic is the thing. It'll probably end up being in a different stream, but at some point I will go into why the sequel is unbelievable. Pardon me. Coughing into the mic. So, maybe he's hypnotizing her. Maybe she's just a tragedy. It's true. Unfortunately, I've made his fit much more immaculate than it generally is. I think. I'm just too good at making characters look good. It is my job. Hypnosis. I have to do a little. So, wow, okay. Centering myself. What we have. Christine talks to the ghost in her mirror, who says, "I'm your dad, but also you're kind of hot. Will you come with me? And I'm going to teach you how to sing real good." And she says, "Okay, you can teach me how to sing real good. I'll go in your gondola." Possibly she's hypnotized at this point. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say, yes, she was hypnotized, because it's bananas if she wasn't hypnotized and she was just doing this of her own free will. Brings her, and this is when they sing, and he says, "Sing for me!" And she keeps going, her voice keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher. And at the highest point of that song, I believe that highest point of that song, she just passes out. Get a load of that snout. um, I believe that's where she passes out. It's a good meme. Um, so then she passes out. She's out for a little bit. And she wakes up on this weird fucking bed in his dungeon. Where he's over here. He's playing his fucking spooky organ. Spooky core vibes, it's true. He's over here playing his organ. I feel like he has a hat at this point. Maybe that's just me misremembering. Oh, I forgot to show! I have a friend. So, as a 6-year-old, I think, I saw this, in Boston when it was, touring. And I made this the next day at the library when we had like a make your own doll thing, and I made this phantom, and he's just a friend. He's a friend. He's not problematic. This phantom, not problematic. I wish I could find a way to like. Yes, I made this when I was 6 years old. I made him. He's got his cape. He's got a hat. He's got a face. Cute Babadook! And he's like a chill phantom. Phantom cam. Yes, I will do that. Sing for me, my angel of music. Sing for me. How was that? Was that good? So I don't know if he's got a hat or if that's just how I'm always remembering him, with like a stovepipe hat because I made this doll. Okay. Thank you, Ainsley. He's playing his music. I'm going to risk DMCA real quick to play us the music. Hold on. Phantom of the Opera. Wait. Hold on. Just gonna go to Spotify. Phantom of the Opera. There it is. It's music. I guess it's the beginning of Music of the Night. Hold on. I'm going to pause our other music. Apologies if this is very loud. I think it should be okay. Let's see. Maybe not? Oh, no, it's not Music of the Night. It's this one. I think this is it. Wait for it. Maybe not. Where? There's like a... no, 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 no. Where the funk? I'm trying to find very specifically the music that he plays to like wake her up. So bear with me a moment. I wonder if it's at the end of Music of the Night instead. Yeah, yep. Found it, found it. So hold on one moment here. Apologies if it's loud. So he wakes her up with this. Why? Why? Like... I don't know. Okay. Okay. God. Oh, man. Hat! Okay, he's got... Oh, it's almost a fedora, huh? Oh, no. Alright, back to our 8-bit musical theater. Turning my headphones back down. My Phantom. God damn it. Phantom's absolutely an incel! Phantom's an incel! I should end the stream, right? I should end the stream? I should just end it. Like, that's it. We did it. We solved it. He does say nice guys finish... Ooh! Okay, we haven't even fucking gotten to it, Ainsley. Okay. Wow, we have so much to get through. We have so much to get through. I have got to speed the fuck up. He's playing her this music, and he's like, what do you think of my music? And she's waking up, and there's also like a creepy fucking music box with a soulless monkey on it. Wait, the monkey's wearing a fez. Important. And it's this music box that plays Masquerade on it. So that's not necessarily important right now, but I just really wanted to draw attention to the fact that the Phantom just has this. And also, it's part of what wakes her up too. He plays that fucking bonkers... He does that, and then this little guy goes like... So, like, the monkey's vibing, and so he's got this whole thing where he's like, Christine, I want you to be my angel of music. I'm your angel of music. You're my angel of music. We are an unstoppable force together. I'm gonna teach you to sing. You're gonna teach me to love. It's gonna be great. And she's like, bro, what's under the mask though? What's under that mask though? So she takes it off, and he flips out. He fucking loses it. He goes bonkers. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Who do you think you are? I am. And he's real pissed off. He's like, my face. And he sings this whole thing. It could have been handled better, but he really fucking flips out and is like, he calls her prying Pandora. Like the lyrics are so much. Damn you! Yes, you little prying Pandora. He's really angry and he's like, fuck off, go home. He says prying Pandora and lying Delilah. Both are good. That particular song also slaps. I'm pretty sure it's lying Delilah. He's mad. And he's like, get the fuck out. Now I got so caught up in fucking like this whole thing with the mirror that you know who we never talked about is Raul. Now we need to talk about Raul. You want to talk about Raul? I'd love to talk about Raul. We're gonna talk about Raul. Why did you say haircut? Oh, Delilah. That's it. Sorry, Jackie, it took me a second. I was like, did I give the Phantom a haircut? I think that Raul is fine. I think Raul is also a himbo. Raul's design. We got to get Raul in here. I have a very specific mental image of Raul. And I'm trying to think of the best descriptor, and I think the best descriptor is Prince Charming from Shrek 3. I'm gonna give him square head. Like a coif that's kind of long. Sideburns. Ascot. Maybe I'm not thinking of Prince Charming. I don't know who I'm thinking about. I think Raul is fine. I have nothing against Raul, except that there's some things in the story that he could have handled better. No, I'm gonna stick with these. I'm gonna stick with the long legs. Jackie's right. Raul is not smart. My poor man's. The thing is that everybody in this play is dumb as rocks. Truly just so much. So no critical thought. Phantom also kind of dumb as rocks. I mean, he's like, all of them have intelligence. I think the Phantom probably has the highest critical thinking skill. But like, none of them are doing great, because the Phantom has that critical thinking, but is committing social suicide constantly. I'm gonna give him poofy sleeves. There's a lot, like, you can read into a lot of stuff with this story, with the setting, with, like, what stuff means. But what I'm giving us is the quick and dirty, literal interpretation. I'm gonna give Raoul a cape, too. There is a whole part, yeah, there's a whole part coming up where he really does say, "I'm your dad," like, truly. Flippy, I'm interested to hear your thoughts. It's bimbos and himbos up the ass. We got Raoul. Now Raoul I should have introduced much earlier, but we're just gonna go with it. Thing about Raoul is, he's also Christine's childhood friend, but he's also loaded. Big money. And he has just bought the Opera House. So he says, "This is mine now." He says, "This Opera House is mine. I am the king of the Opera House." He doesn't say he's the king of the Opera House. Raoul, honestly, like, a pretty okay guy. He buys the Opera House, but also he's like, "Oh, Christine, my childhood friend who I've probably always been in love with." I don't know that Raoul is a capitalist. I think it's more of a trust fund kid situation. Not trust fund necessarily, but he inherited a bunch of money from his probably capitalist father. But capitalism wasn't really, like, as big of a thing in, like, 1910 when this takes place. So I don't know if it was capitalism or if it was more like, what monarchism isn't the right word. I'm not thinking of the right word, but institutional wealth. I don't know. I don't know enough about Raoul to say if he is ethically or unethically rich. I will say that I do know about him that he fucking loves Quimstein. Loves Christine. And is like, "Christine, I just think she's neat." And he is like, "Yo, what are you doing? Why do you keep running off and, like, going to the dungeon with this angel of music? What's up with that?" He's like, "Don't trust like that." I'm fading. I'm losing my train of thought. I have to think. I need some water. Water break, everybody. So, now what we need... Okay, here's how to get back on track. How to get on track is I need to talk about the B plot. The B plot is... we've got... two men who are the directors? Question mark? I believe that they are the directors, or sort of like the producers. They're like the in-house producers. Is Raoul just a patron? You know what, Jackie? I'm gonna double check that. I think you might be right. I think Raoul funds the place, and they're the owners. I'm gonna double check this. I'm looking. So it's the opera's new patron, Raoul the Vicomte de Chantilly. It says Fermin and Andre have taken over the Paris Opera House. So they're like the new managers, and I think I think they're the managers, and Raoul is the sponsor, kind of a thing. So we got these guys, and they are just like, we gotta make this fucking work. We gotta make this work. We gotta fill seats. And they have the prima donna, who is the current God, what's the word? Like the company, the opera company soprano. I always see her with like a Marie. Not Marie. Wait. Words. Who did they behead in the French Revolution? I can't remember names, but that's the hair that I always see Carlotta with in my head. I mean, they beheaded a lot of people in the French Revolution, but specifically Marie Antoinette. Got there, did it. I'm fine. So I see her with like Marie Antoinette vibes in my head. You saw me go through all layers of my brain to get to that. So she's the current prima donna. She's the current soprano. And she is like, I need you to give me all the roles. I do not want to hear anything about this Christine Daae. And they're like, we gotta get this to work. So they're like, yes, of course. You are the prima donna. You are totally right. And Raul, no. Christine's just a chorus girl. Don't worry about it. And then they get letters. They start to get these letters. And the letters, of course, are from OG, the opera ghost. And opera ghost is like, yo, if you don't give Christine Daae the role that Carlotta has, I'm gonna destroy your show. And these guys are like, that's a fucking absurd. What are you talking about? And say, no. Hi, Eric. I'm glad that we thought the same thing. That's amazing. Yes, I said it and then I had to correct myself and be like, some smartass is going to say that they beheaded a lot of people in the French Revolution. I'm glad, Eric, that you were the smartass in that scenario. We love guillotines in here. So Opera Ghost starts writing and is like, I'm gonna fuck up your show if you don't let Christine Daae be the lead singer. And Carlotta's like, I'm the lead singer. Shut the fuck up. And these guys are like, yeah, she's the lead singer. Shut the fuck up. So he's like, okay, fine. I'm going to sabotage your show. So there's a whole show sabotage thing that happens here. Wow, we still have so much to cover. Okay. So he sabotages the fucking opera. He makes Carlotta... He fucks up Carlotta's voice. Makes her sound like a frog. Like she's got frog in her throat. Oh, is there lag? How's the stream doing, everybody? I'm not seeing what does this mean? Minor issues. Okay, I don't think there's anything I can do about it. So I'm just gonna keep on trucking. That's fair, Jackie. No, yeah, you're right. Carlotta does suck. She's like, this is my fucking stage. And the Phantom is like, no, Christine. Christine, though. And so he's sabotaging. That's where we are. Okay. Okay. Brain's getting there. They sing Prima Donna, which is like a prima donna, da, 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 do, do, do. That's a pretty good song. And they're like, Oh, the managers do say something about that, don't they? I think our music just finished. So I'm going to find something else. Back to Googling musical theater lo-fi. I wish that there was more musical theater lo-fi, but unfortunately there's not. So I'll put on Studio Ghibli jazz beats. Um, so what we've got is Raoul really just wants Christine to be happy. We got these guys, they want money, but they also don't want to fuck around with Carlotta. But also, they don't like being bossed around by their opera ghost. So they say, we're just gonna go on with the show. And Phantom says, bad choice. And to add insult to injury for the Phantom, they say, we're not going to leave your box open. Now, the thing that I had forgotten is that he has like a box in the theater up like in the balcony or whatever. That's supposed to be reserved for the Phantom of the Opera. And they're like, no, we're not going to give him his box. So then he's like, all right, fucking warned ya. I warned ya, and that's gonna be the thing, you know? So then he says, I'm gonna make Carlotta's voice go bad. And the guys are like, oh shit. So they say, yeah, okay. We're gonna take a brief intermission. We're gonna perform a ballet. They're like, everybody remain seated. We're gonna do the ballet. We're gonna come back. Christine Daae is going to play the part. And then we've got, and I don't remember why this happens. Like, I think that the thought behind it is that this guy, so there's a rigger. There's a guy that does the rigging for the shows, like a stagehand, who goes around and like tells tales about the Phantom of the Opera ghost, and scares all of the ballet dancers and stuff. And Madame Giry is like, wouldn't do that if I were you. Don't do that. And he's like, he's trying to spook people, but like in a vibey way. But the thing is that this escalates quickly. Yeah, I would say it's a mockery of the Phantom. And he's just generally like kind of a shitty guy. Like, I think he's drunk on the job a lot. And just like is a shit, like just kind of a shithead. If I'm remembering correctly. So there's this guy, and he's like blah 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 blah. Oops. So this part I don't really necessarily understand why he does this. I think it's like you know, a threat. Like, I'm doing this to fucking make you see I'm not fucking around. But the weird thing about it, and I might be missing like a bit, is that they go to intermission basically, and the ballet dancers come in here to do ballet. Just doing some quick ballet dancers. And they're setting up to do the thing that the Phantom wants, which is to have Christine playing the main character. But what happens is a spooky guy from earlier, who is just like a shithead, he done get hanged. He done get hanged onto the stage. And everybody's like, oh shit! Actually, I'm gonna leave oh shit. He done get stuck in the rigging and hanged, and it's very spooky, and like one of my favorite moments in the musical itself, I think, because of how like surprising and sort of unexpected it is, and how it happens so abruptly. But narratively, as I'm thinking about it, as I'm explaining it to you guys, I don't 100% know why he chose to do this when they were like, sorry, we're gonna stop fucking with you. And then he said, do this. But I don't know why. Anyways. Yeah, it was probably a wanting to make a point thing. Which makes sense. So then what we get is we've got everybody's freaking out. Like, the fucking opera house is evacuating. People spilling out of the opera house. Oh, is that how it's framed? I don't think that's how it's framed in the stage musical, but that sounds right. Like, it sounds reasonable. So we've got all these people and they're running out of the fucking opera house. And then up on the roof, we got Raul and Christine. They're vibing. Christine was like, oh shit, this is fucking scary. Going up to the roof. Raul's like, I gotta check on Christine. He goes up there and they have a very sweet, like, confession scene. And they sing All I Ask of You, which is a really, really nice song. You know, say you'll share with me one life, one moment. It's very sweet. I really like that song. And they, you know, they embrace. What does my Raul look like? Yeah. Yeah, it's a really pretty song. They embrace. It's cute, it's sweet. They're in love, they get engaged. So maybe, I guess they were dating and this was like them getting engaged. Or maybe they did the classic musical thing where they were like, I love you, let's get married. But we haven't, like, confessed before this, but we're just gonna be engaged, it's fine. Problem is, who's that in the shadows? Who's that over there? Behind a fucking gargoyle? Phantom. Phantom's back there. And he's like, no. Oh, Ainsley, I love this story so much. I'm gonna read this for chat. This is from my friend Ainsley, Luban in the chat. I will never get over the time I saw a high school production of this, where they couldn't afford a gargoyle for the Phantom to stand behind. So they just had him on stage standing between Christine and Raoul, like... So good! So, he's like, but Christine, I thought we had something. He's like, I thought we had something. And then he's like, fuck you. He's like, if I can't be with Christine, nobody can be with Christine. Literally, the line is, so now it is to be war upon you both. Which is fucking crazy. That shit's whack. Nice guys finish last, you know? It's big incel energy. Huge incel energy. So... He sees Christine and Raoul being happy together, and he says, this makes me so angry that I'm going to drop the chandelier on everybody, on the audience and everything. So he drops the chandelier. And that's the end of Act 1. So we've just made it to the end of Act 1. I'm actually gonna, I think, take a quick break, get a stretch, take a pee break, and try and get my thoughts in a better order. Chandelier falling is fucking sick. Like, it's very cool. Yeah, everybody take a nice stretch break. It's good. It's good to do a stretch break. I will go ahead and mute my mic and turn off my where is it? Honka honka. Which one? There I am. Okay. Be back in a few. I'm here, but I just realized it's 3:30. I got started a little later than I intended to, and I went off a little harder than I intended to. But it is time for me to walk my dog, and I think my parents and I might try and go bird watching a little bit. So I'm going to call stream here for now. I'm sorry that we didn't get all the way through, but next stream will be Act 2, and it'll probably be shorter, and then with that, if we get through Act 2 in a timely fashion, then I can get into what the fuck is up with the sequel and why it's bad. I'm glad that everybody's enjoying this. I'm looking forward to doing more in the future. Thank you everybody for coming and for hanging with me. And I'm very excited that I get to do this more now that I have a computer that can do it. Everybody have great nights, great evenings, great mornings wherever you are. I'm planning on putting this like the VOD of this up on my YouTube as well. I'll probably be able to articulate better also, because talking for an hour and a half, it turns out, about Phantom of the Opera just kind of deep fries your brain. So next time on Phantom of the Opera, we'll learn what happens in Act 2. Everybody have a great day, great evening. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Goodbye!